So today we are going to discuss about the SAP installation prerequisite, means pre-steps. To start the SAP installation, what we require, right? So suppose if you want to start the some media player installation on your laptop, what we required, you need the laptop, hardware, laptop, operating system, and so then you need to download the software and you need to do the installation, right? So these are the things you required, right? So small software installation. So here SAP also to perform the installation, to perform the SAP installation here, so we have to do the some preparation activities. We need to do the some pre-steps. Pre-steps means before the installation. So we have to do the preparation activities like here. So coming to the SAP here, so we need to know what are the hardware requirements we required for the SAP installation, and also what are the software requirements we required. What are the hardware requirements and also software requirements here. So coming to the hardware requirement section, in the hardware requirement to install the HANA database, sorry, to install the SAP is the application server software. It's not the database. SAP is the application server, application, right? So application here. So to install the SAP, you need RAM. You need RAM size you required, and also CPUs are required. Also, you require the hardware sizing. It all comes under the hardware sizing here. Hardware sizing here. So hardware sizing here, right? RAM, CPU, storage means the disk spaces requirement and all those things under comes under the storage here, right? So these are the comes under the network, right? So network also comes in network. So network bandwidth, storage, memory, IOPS, CPU. These all are the technical requirement here. Means the hardware sizing, which means the process of converting the our business requirement, right? The process of converting our business requirement into the technical requirement, such as CPU, memory, storage, network, right? So these all are comes under the hardware sizing. It will comes under the hardware sizing here. So here business requirement based upon the business requirement, right? Maybe number of users who are working on the systems or number of objects that are created in the system. So the sizing, the hardware sizing means getting the RAM size, how many CPUs, what is the storage, so what is the network to getting the this requirement here, the RAM, CPU, storage, network. So here we need to use the pick sizer tool. SAP, there is a standard tool is called the SAP pick sizer tool. This is one of the web-based tool. This is one of the web-based tool. Using this tool, we can determine the how many CPUs, RAM, how much RAM, storage, network. So these are the things are required. We can get it out, right? So hardware sizing means the process of converting our business requirement. Business requirement means number of users. So business requirement we can get from the customer. How many number of users will log into the system, and also and the number of business objects created in the system here, right? Using this web-based tool, so which is developed by SAP, with the help of this web-based tool, we can find out the hardware requirement, hardware persons, hardware vendor, how much. So all those things we can get it out here. We can get it out here, right? So there are the two types of user-based sizing, user based sizing, how many number of users are logging, and also the second one is the object based sizing here, object, so based sizing, user based sizing and object based sizing here. User mean it is calculated based upon the number of users, Number of users. So number of users who work on the system to different degrees of mechanism. So some are the frequent users, some of the very rare cases they will log in. So based upon the number of dialogue steps they are logging to the system, based on that it will be calculated here. And also next one is the object based. Object based means number of objects are created in the specific period of time, average per year, how many objects are changes that are calculated, and also the resident time period, and also the customer data, project data, master data. So this and all the sizing, we can calculate the sizing like based upon this one. So we can use the two types of sizing we can do, means we can get the hardware requirement so based upon the either user based sizing or object based sizing here. Which tool we will use? SAP Quick Sizer tool is a web based tool. If you log into the browser level, just you can type like Quick Sizer tool, something like that in SAP, then you will get the Quick Sizer tool here. Using this sizing, we can determine the hardware requirements such as memory, CPU, disk, and IO capacity, network bandwidth. Basing this one, we can figure it out the how much sizing is required. We can get the all the information here, right? So this is mainly why, because it's not very simple software. So like it's not the very simple tool, application, media player. So directly we can install the system. Why? Because it's a business application. You are doing the SAP application for the business. Business means once the customer started the business, it is lifelong the business will stay, right? Once the customer started the business, the lifelong the business will stay the same, right? So that is the main thing here. Once the customer started, the business will stay lifelong. So means the application also when you install it, that will be the lifelong only. So which means not 1 month purpose, 2 months purpose, 1 year purpose. It will be the until business is there. So then suppose like food business. Food business means he started today and tomorrow he will going to end, right? So it is continuous process here. So continuously your application should support all those process and everything here. So that is the reason we can identify the user based sizing and also the object based sizing. We can go for that one, user based and object based sizing. We can go with this one here, right? So using this one, we can find out the so number of how many number of. So this is the so object. If you go to the quick sizer tool here, just click on the this click on the so sizer quick sizer tool here, non-HANA based classic sizer or HANA based sizer quick sizer tool. If you create it here, then you will come to know here how what is the sizing and everything, all the information you will get it out. You will come to know all this the RAM. Okay, so suppose for HANA for SAP we don't require much RAM here. Either we can simply say non-production systems we have 16 or 32 GB RAM is required for the non-production systems, or we can also go for the 64-bit 64 GB memory. We can go for the so maximum 32 GB. Why? Because SAP will not use much memory. Only the database will use the much memory. DB topic time we have the separate method to calculate the HANA DB sizing and everything here, right? Only RAM you don't require much information here, right? Just 16. The straightforward means either 16 GB or 32 GB, we can take it out for the CPUs here. So once you got the RAM, how much GB you required for the RAM here? So minimum 16 GB. Okay, but if you want to practice your servers in the local laptop, everything, maybe 8 GB also enough in your local laptops. But real time, so real time when you have 16 GB or 32 GB is required RAM size here, right? When it comes to the CPU, one physical CPU will handle the 14 GB of RAM memory, 14 GB of the RAM memory here, which means so 16 GB means one CPU is enough here. One physical CPU is enough. So if it's 32 GB, two physical CPUs are required here. 28, 3 or 2 or 3 is required minimum here. Why? Because CPU and RAM ratio is there. There is a CPU to RAM ratio is there. Based on that, we have to calculate the CPUs as well. So here, once you got the RAM size here, you will come to know how many CPUs you required, how many CPUs you will get. So all the information you will get. So you will get the information, all the information you will come to know here, right? So that is the main thing here. Hardware sizing. Sizing is very important here. Normally in the organization, architects will perform the sizing. Architects will perform the sizing here. Like they knows like what type of CPUs we have to use it here, Microsoft or brand new CPUs, what is the hardware we have to procure it here, then how much RAM and what is the RAM slots here, CPUs, number of SAPs, memory, disk, storage. So all those things here we have to we have to use it here. All the things here we have to use it here for the sizing perspective. We have to use all the things here. So once you got the storage also you don't require here. Why? Because here you require the only USR SAP. That is, if the 200 GB, 250 GB, the free space is required straightforward. We don't require much space also. 250 GB free space. That is the file system name is the USR SAP is the file system name. Otherwise, so system itself, it will create this file system under the USR SAP. 250 GB free space is required here. So network bandwidth here 1 Gbps is fine. 1 gigabyte file is the maximum Mbps. Also, it should be the straightforward. We can say like it should be the good network bandwidth is required to operate the your SAP systems and everything here, right? This and all the things will comes under the so network, right? And storage, CPU, RAM. So these are all the information we should know. Why? Because this OS team will take care of, or hardware team will take care of this requirement. Sometimes they may ask you how much your RAM is required to install your SAP mains. Then you should know about the 16 or 32 GB RAM is required and how many number of CPU, storage, network. So these are the things we required here, right? So these are the hardware side what is required here. And also operating system here. SAP we can install on any operating system. So any OS, which means either Windows Server Edition or the Linux boxes also we can install the SAP here. SAP is the very flexible. Any operating system you can install it. It's not like that Windows 10, Windows 11. It's a server edition. Any Windows Server editions. In Windows we have the so non-server edition and server edition here. So non-server editions means so like Windows 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 Pro, 10 Pro, Home, something like that. Those are the comes under the so SAP so versions here. So when it comes to the server editions, Windows Server 2015, 16, 17, like that, all those things will comes under these editions here, right? That is the main thing of the SAP here, right? Means SAP we can install on the any any SAP versions or editions, we can install it here, right? That is the main thing of the SAP here. We can install on the anywhere means so any server edition or Linux OS also we can install the SAP here, right? So that is the main thing of the here, right? So coming to the operating system, fine, right? OS, any OS. So hardware, RAM, CPU, network and everything here. Sir, how can we calculate the CPUs here, SAPs, like CPUs, number of SAPs here, right? So means what is the network size, bandwidth and everything here. There is a hardware independent unit. As normally the IOPS we can calculate the performance, SAP performance, we can measure the number of CPUs are required for the sizing required here. SAP is here. Means the performance of the SAP. In coming classes, you may get the where can we check and all those things here, right? So just for now, we can remember the what are the hardware requirements. Means you should know about the RAM, CPU, storage, network, right? And using the which tool you can use it here. How many types of sizing methods we have here, and also SAP we can install on the any operating system like Windows Server editions and the Linux operating system also we can install the SAP here, right? These are the things we required here, right? So what are the software requirement here? What are the software requirement here. Softwares. So hardware requirements, we got it now. So what about the software requirement? What about the software requirements here? So software requirements in the sense like what are the SAP softwares are required. This part is important here. Why? Because the people, when you go for the technical discussions, when you go for the interview, the main question, if you mention in your resume installation, I have done the SAP installation means the best part they will ask you the one question is like the first question, what are the softwares you required to perform the SAP installation, right? So to perform the SAP installation here, the software requirements like here you require the SWPM tool. This is the installation tool is required. SWPM tool is required here. The second one is the exports are required here. These are the installation exports are required here. Then we require the kernel. So kernel softwares are required. These are the OS level binaries and everything. So kernel files. So
Sir, what is SWPM?
that is the installation tool. That is the SWPM is the installation tool. If you want abbreviation, that is the SAP Software Provisioning Manager. Provisioning Manager. To perform the any SAP installation, we can use the SWPM tool here. Right? These are the common softwares. Exports contains the so SAP master data. SAP master data. SAP it contains the SAP master data. You will get the company codes by default. Those things will come under the SAP installation exports here. Then kernel are the OS level binaries, OS level binaries here. So when you do the operating system installation in the C drive, you will get the some of the things like program files, Windows, System32, right? These are the OS level binaries, which will help for the operating system for smooth running purpose here. So smooth running purpose, the OS library. So here also SAP, the kernel files are rare. These kernel files are helpful for running the this to run the SAP smoothly. These kernel files are required here. That's we will call it as the OS level binaries here. OS level binaries here. Right. Next one is the DB and DB client. So DB software also very important here. Why? Because SAP without DB we cannot install the SAP here, right? With the DB only we can install the SAP. With the DB only we can install the so we can SAP here, right? With the DB only we have to. So with the DB first we have to install it DB client. Then SAP softwares we have to install it here. Then SAP host agent. So here DB means to store the data, right? So database, why we use the database? Database is like a to store the business data which is coming from the application. Application means SAP application here. So we require the DB also here. Then why client is required means to communicate between SAP and DB, we require the DB client also required here. Then SAP host agent. Why SAP host agent also required means SAP host agent is like a OS level small service. It will collect the operating system level information like CPU, memory, disk. So some kind of information it will collect it and it will pass the information to the your SAP level here. So host agent is the small service here, right? The DB client kernel. These are the softwares we required to perform the installation. These are the softwares we required to perform the installation here. Sir, where can we download these softwares? Where these softwares are exist? Sir, SAP we have, you said like we have the n number of SAP softwares are there, products are there. So SAP ECC, right? So suppose we talk about the SAP product here, SAP, so ECC, so SAP CRM, so SAP SRM, SAP VW, SAP S4 HANA, SAP B4 HANA, BW for HANA, then SAP Fiori, then SAP. So there are the many things, network, then there are the many SAP products are there. Sir, each we have the each SAP product is there. These are the product SAP products, right? Product means suppose if you take the Unilever company, Unilever, they are not only one product here, product based company. They are Unilever, they are in the chocolate, they are in the soaps, they are in the shampoos, they are in the biscuits, they are in the different products are there, and number of products are there. But in name is only one Unilever product. But under that we have the number of products are there, right? Same as like here. SAP is only one, but under the ECP, SAP depends upon your business. We have the number of product are there here. ECC, CRM, customer relationship management, sales relationship management, business warehouse, S4HANA, Fiori, NetWeaver system, CRM, PE. So many things are there here, right? So depend upon your business use case, depends upon your business. So you can install the respective product in your businesses. You can install the respective product for your business softwares and everything you can do for that one, right? So here, so ECC, sir, if I want to install the ECC, what are the softwares are required? Hardware requirements are common for any SAP software, that is fine. But here, maybe slightly, it may change it. Maybe the 250 GB, the space, it may be change it. But RAM, CPU, hardware, everything is common here. But software requirement side here, what are the softwares you required here? Sir, I want to install the ECC, then what softwares we required? So same. SWPM, exports, kernel, DB, client, and host agent, same softwares are required. Sir, I want to install the CRM, then same are required. I want to install the BW, same. Then what is the difference, sir? Why? Because the product is different, each and every product is different. Then what is the difference here? Here, the difference is here, DB client is same, host agent is same here, kernel is same, and SWPM same. Only the exports will change. Exports will change. Suppose you are going for the ECC installation, then ECC related exports you need to download. Why? Because ECC related master data will come. CRM, then CRM related exports you need to download it here. Then SRM related exports you have to download it here. Then S4HANA related exports you have to download it here. Means depends upon the your business use case here. Depends upon the your business use case here. You can so depends upon the business use case here. So we can download the respective exports. They're only exports. Suppose today you downloaded all the softwares, then you done the ECC installation. Tomorrow your business asked you to install the CRM system, means same softwares you can use it. Only the exports, CRM related exports, you can download it separately. You can do the installation of the CRM system and everything, right? So these are the OS level binaries and installation exports, installation tool. So this is a software. First software is installation tool. Using this one, you can do the installation of the SAP, any SAP system installation, you can do that one, right? So that is the difference. And each product there are separate exports are there, but remaining softwares are common. But each product there are the separate exports are there. Only those separate exports we have to download it from the service marketplace. Service marketplace, we have to separately, we have to download it here. Okay, that is the main use case here. Sir, then that's fine. But where to download the softwares here? Right? Where to download all these softwares and everything here, right? SAP related. Is it open source software? Can I get from the Google to directly free download it? No. It's a SAP license is the proprietary license, means commercials. So which means, so there is a license which we have to take it from the SAP here, proprietary license here, which we have to take it out. Proprietary license means it's not the open source software to freely download from the Google here. So we need to log into the me.sap.com, or so there is a previously the support.sap.com or service.sap.com. These are the sites we can use it to log into the SAP marketplace, right? This is, we will call it as the marketplace, SAP marketplace. So why they will call it as the marketplace, means when you go for the vegetable market, all the vegetables and all the required things you will get in the one place. Same as like SAP related, the softwares, licenses, documentation. So everything you will get into the one place, that is called the SAP Marketplace. SAP Marketplace here, right? That is the main thing here. So here in the SAP Marketplace here, so what is here? So we need to, you need the S user ID. You need the, to log into the SAP Marketplace, there is a S user ID starts with the S0000 and a number. This will be provided by the company. It's not own registration and everything. Your organization, when you join the organization, your SAP team, SAP, your colleagues, your company will create the one ID for you. For SAP, when you are working in the SAP, one company will create the one SID for you. This is the SID, S user ID. This one we can use it for the creation. So then how to log in and how to download it here? Can it be created? Can you get it out? No, you cannot get it. When you join the organization, that time you will get the S user ID. But here I will show you how to download the SAP softwares here, then how to log in and how to download the SAP softwares and everything here, right? So here, so we need to log into the service me.sap.com here, me.sap.com here. So when you go to the me.sap.com here, okay, me.sap.com or service.sap.com here, right? So here you will get the marketplace, it will be opened here. So you will get the marketplace will be ready here, me.sap.com. Then if you scroll down here, then you will see the software downloads, right? You will get the software downloads here. So from here, this is the place here. We need to download the all the required softwares and everything here. So here, one good thing is here SAP. So all the softwares, all the SAPs are, you said like 150 products, then 150 softwares, they have all together, they have merged into the in one folder. No. So SAP, all the download softwares they have so segregated by the alphabetical order and wise, alphabetical order wise they have aggregated. Suppose like ours is the ECC, then CRM related exports we can download it. Go for the CRM, then we can download the CRM related exports, content server CRM. So the CRM related exports we can download it here. Just to go to the here, then which is the latest patch level, you can download it here, installation and upgrades, right? So we can download, suppose E for ECC, every business ECC is required, then E for ECC, then go for the E by alphabetical index, right? E for ECC, then go to the E, then ERP software will come into the picture, SAP ERP. So then here the enhancement packages are there, EHP 1 2, like whatever we discussed, right? EHP 8 is the latest version in the market here. After that, ECC versions we discussed, right? EHP 5.0, EHP 6, ECC 5.0, ECC 6.0, then EHP 1 for ECC 6.0, EHP 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. EHP 8 is the latest version in the ECC. Then, so either you want to go for the EHP 8 or EHP 7 as per your business, then go to the respective, then click on the installation upgrade, select the database, in which database you want to install it, is that ANA or SQL Server, select that one. Then you can just click on the exports button, installation exports, you can download it here. Installation exports you can download from the here, right? Just when you click on this button, then exports will get downloaded here. Exports will get downloaded here. See, exports are getting downloaded here, right? So like that, we have to download the softwares, right? Like that, we have to download the softwares here, right? Only exports we have downloaded here. Then what about the other tools here? Like that, with the CRM, C for CRM, E for EA, S for S4 HANA systems, S4 HANA exports. So then you can go for the K for kernel, K for kernel software. Go to the K. So kernel 64-bit, go for kernel key. Then so you can download the whatever is there in the kernel here. It depends upon your operating systems, Windows or Linux or whatever maybe. You can select it. then click on the so down zip button, then the kernel will be downloaded. The kernel file folder will be downloaded here. The zip file will be downloaded here, right? Kernel K for kernel will be downloaded here. Then exports. Then SWPM tool. SWPM means S for SWPM. Then go for the S. PQRS. S for SWPM. S for S4 HANA. S for whatever it will comes. All comes under the S folders here. Here you can see here. So SL toolset and SDPI and S4 HANA systems, S4 HANA finance systems here. Here all are S4 HANA related things are here, right? So then here SL toolset here. Here you will get the SL toolset. Here you will get the installation tool here. SWPM, SWPM, SWPM tools are there. Depends upon the operating system. Linux, so see Linux, so AX, Solaris, OS 400. These all are the operating systems. Depends upon the operating system. You can install the respective things. You can install it here. Respective things you can go for the installation. Right? That is the operating system side. You can download the kernels, right? Exports, kernels, DB client, right? So DB client, we will get it out. It's not a problem. So we can go to the databases and the databases files. You can get it out here. DB client you will get from here. So here you can see the DB client here, Oracle. So DB, Sybase, SAP we can install, SAP ECC or other systems we can install on the any databases, right? Either SQL Server, market level, we have the Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle Company DB, DBM, DB2, Sybase, MaxDB, HANA database. Any database you can install the SAP systems, right? Except the S4 HANA system. S4 HANA we have to install only on the HANA database. Only on the HANA database we have to install it here, right? So this is the way we can download it. This is the way we can download the kernel. This is the way host agent, SAP host agent. Host agent means H. Then you can go for the host agent. Host agent. So host agent, you can download the host agent. So HANA means S for HANA. HANA, you can go for the HANA softwares here. Here just directly go to the installation, download the HANA software, zip file, everything you can download it here. So this is the way we can download the respective softwares. We have to download it, keep it ready, move to the operating system level. Move to the operating system level. We can move it here, operating system level. So why? Because so where you are going to install the this one, where you are going to install the this one here in respect to operating system, you can go with that one. Means suppose you are going to install the your for SAP on the so some other operating system, then some other operating system you have to install it here. So which means respective respective operating system you need to install the SAP, right? So then respective kernel files, softwares, kernel and DB client, host agent, we have to download it, keep it ready and move to the respective operating system level. Which means means you download from the same machine, that is fine, but you downloaded somewhere in your local laptop, you want to move to the application server level. Application server level means a different operating system where you are going to be installed it, then you can move your software to that operating system here, right? For the installation, all the softwares, whatever the softwares you downloaded, you have to move to that application server software. So hardware requirement and these are the softwares. What are the softwares? So where can we download the softwares from? Service marketplace. Where can we download the softwares means service marketplace. We can download it here. Okay. Um, this one. And yeah, the request is everybody please update your details today. Whoever the people are there, all you will get the access to the, all the people you will get the access to the, your, all the people you will get the access to the, our, so server access here, server access and practice here. Okay. So what you need is you need to update everybody. Please update the details. Your details has to be updated here, everybody. That is the one thing. So yeah, that is the one thing here. And today what we will do, so just to prepare on the installation requirements, hardware requirements and software requirements, just information, I will share the document as well. Also, please update your details on the Excel sheet, which I shared. Again, I will share it with you, everybody, so that you will get the server access by today itself. If you validate it today, tomorrow onwards, you can start doing the preparation. You can start doing the installations and installation preparation activities and everything. Okay. So main thing is you need to update your details. So once again, I will share in the groups, so you can update your details, so that based on that, we can start the installation and everything. Tomorrow installation topic, that is the very important. So don't miss it out. So installation, well, because this installation pre-work also important. Pre-steps, downloading the softwares. What are the softwares? What are the hardware requirement? Which tool will you use? And how many, what basis you will calculate the RAM size, user based or object based sizing, right? So these are the important things. So important things, these are the things. So don't miss it out. Classes, initial things are very important. So installation also, you don't need to do full installation. What are the free work, what are the inputs we are giving? That is important. Then you can also perform the full installation. That is not a problem. The main thing is what inputs you are giving, how you are doing the installation. First, with software, you will start the installation. Then after that, the software will ask the all the inputs and everything. Okay. So that we'll see on tomorrow.
Uh, Sir, like for calculating this RAM using quick set tool, he told, right? So for that also we need a user ID, right?
Yeah. Yes, user ID is required.
Okay. And what about this scale up and scale out system? So in the during installation, they will.
During the HANA time, maybe you will get the scale out and scale up. But SAP, we don't have any scale up and scale out concept here. But there is the installation types are there in the SAP also. Standard installation, distributed installation, high availability. So that will come in the tomorrow when you are doing the installation time. But HANA side, we have the some concept is there, some technical words like scale up and the scale out. Means HANA, HANA we can install on the one single host, means one single operating system on top of. Then we can keep on increasing that resources like CPU, memory, we can keep on increasing. At the same time, we can also install on the multi-host system also. Multi-host means multiple operating system. Host A and host B, we can install it. Then that is called the scale out architecture. Out means different multi-host architecture. This is the single host architecture. DB topic time, you will get this technical word, scale out, scale up, the word synonym, the technical words. So SAP installation also, there are the some types of installations are there. How many ways you can do the SAP installation? So either single host or multi-host or multi-host. So you can do the installation. So you can DB separate, SAP separate, or both are included, or both are separated, or high availability. Suppose like but some of the business critical applications are there. In that case, what is the method you use for the to do the SAP installations? Some of the banking servers are there. Some of the railway ticketing tools are ticketing servers are there. Banking servers, if you take it out, SCB, Standard Chartered Bank, and some other city bank, some other banks are in the SAP. They are operating on the SAP servers here, SAP applications. So which means, so if something wrong, something down, SAP is down, the bank transactions will not happen. It will be down, right? So the bank, there are the they lost many things here. If the banking server is down, all the transactions will got stopped. So in that case, the servers are very important. In that case, the people will not do database and SAP on the one single host. They will go for the scale out architecture, multi architectures. So yeah, that will come tomorrow when we're doing the option, when we are doing the installation, that options will come. So I will explain some more detailed way in that cases. Okay.
Okay. And what about this like sizing formula? Like let's say if you have 1 TB that like uh, uh, DB size, and what will be the RAM for that? Like
1 TB
what is the formula?
So you are talking about the fresh installation 1 TB, then 1 TB you are already choosing. Then DB size is also 3 into RAM size. There is a during the DB topic time you will get all those things. Maybe you are confusing. This is only
Okay,
for the
okay,
SAP. Yeah.
okay.
So I will explain it. So suppose like here for the migration time, maybe your question is like a migrations wise question, if I understand correctly. Suppose when you are doing the migration from one database to another database, my DB already size up the 1 TB. In that case, how much space is required, how much target is required. Suppose your DB size is the 1 TB, there is a file system. So root is the 10 GB, then slash and data is you require the, so slash and data you require the 3 into RAM size is required. Suppose like slash and a log is required. The max 512 GB is required. Then slash ana shade is required. So 1 into RAM size, this is required. 1 into RAM size. So which means, so and USRSAP 50 GB is required. So space. So your DB RAM size is the 1 terabyte. Then how much file system I required means this is common. But 3 into RAM size, 3 terabyte, 3.5, 4.5, 1 into RAM size means 1 terabyte, then 50, 60 GB. So 460 GB, yeah, 4.4 terabyte, 600 GB, you require the space at, so database level space is required in this space. The RAM size is the 1 terabyte. There is a calculation formula for the HANA database. This much is required. So this is for the, in case of your DB size is if 1 terabyte, then how much storage space is required means this is the one. So if it is the fresh installation, so then we can also calculate the DB size based upon the your existing, also we can also get the number of data, how much data you have in the current one. Based on that also we can calculate it here. That time also we can use the quick sizer tool. This is the HANA time you will get actually. This is the HANA topic time, DB time.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Sir, like SAP, CRM, SRM, BW, no, that is a separate software and separate database will be there.
Yeah, separate. Either you can install on the same database or separately or same host separately. That is our wish. How you want to
No,
do it.
no, we are S4 HANA. Our basis administrator. Data will be stored in our database or they are having separate.
That is our wish. How you want to store it. So maybe if it is S4 HANA embedded with the S4 HANA CRM, S4 HANA EWM, right? Same database it will store it. If it is S4 HANA system,
Okay.
within the S4 HANA system, SAP, what they did is they have embedded with the S4 ECC and CRM functionalities, SRM functionalities, EWM functionalities. But only one S4 and SID, right? Same
Okay.
SID will be on the database side. So same database, it will store the data. Same
Okay.
database, it will use it here to store the data.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So I don't want to same database, again, it will create the confusion. I want to separate one means separately also we can install it. Okay. So